Good morning, everyone. So glad to see you again. Now, something came to me this morning, which I decided I need to talk about. Um, have you heard that Earth is going into a 3-day blackout sometime this year or soon? This is something that I watched a video about. I think it was a person who had an NDE and said that Jesus told him this. I may be mistaken, but then a day or so later, I heard that there was a prediction by Edgar Casey that this year there was going to be blackouts. There were going to be other things happening, but the thing that struck me was 3 days of blackout. And I've heard it a few times. So now I'm thinking, is this a hoax? Is this a prediction which is meant to get us to straighten up and fly right? Is this, have we done enough spiritual work as a collective or by ourselves to prevent this from happening? Or maybe we're going to have it on a small scale or a rolling scale, because we actually are beginning to see it a lot, the blackouts. But the question in my mind is, what do I do? What do I need to do? And I need to buy some matches. Um, do they still make matches? Can you still buy matches, or is everything those little barbecue lighters that you buy, or match or lighters for cigarettes? Well, I don't know anybody that smokes, although maybe I do, and they keep it a secret. But okay, on the shopping list, matches. I actually watched uh, a few months ago, actually, I can't remember the number, 12, 15, 20 things you need to buy in case of the apocalypse. Number one was matches. And let me think, what were the other things? There were several things. Lighter fluid, I think lighter fluid. Um, oh my goodness. Um, Super glue. I'm going to re-listen to that because there were a lot of things on there that I thought, oh, yes. Oh, batteries. Actually, batteries were number one. And I need batteries, so I think I'll do that. Plus food that doesn't die on us because of the refrigerator or the freezer. Okay. Now, last night I was listening to my favorite astrologer, Hogarth, who mentioned 3 days of blackout. And I think he mentioned it again in a question. Is this really going to happen? But he said that he has a little camp stove thing that you use canisters of gas or something to heat up. So he's all ready. I guess that's what reminded me of this. But at the same time, last week, I was going to do an interview with someone that I had, a friend who I had done a couple of past life readings for. And he had some very interesting things to say about his past lives. And I thought that would be very interesting for my viewers to see. But we got all set up. I had it all planned. This is the first interview I was going to be doing, and I had it all planned, and we've got the Zoom meeting organized, and I sent him off the email with the Zoom link. I got on Zoom. He could not get the email. What? We fussed with that for about 20 minutes. He had just had his Wi-Fi changed. So I thought, okay, it has something to do with the fact that you have to update your computer with the Wi-Fi or something to that effect. Okay. And so then I thought, okay, I'm going to email somebody else and make sure my emails are going out because I'm getting emails back from him. Friend sent me, yeah, I received the email. test done. Okay, continuing on with this, we were just like, oh my God, I guess today was just not the day. Not meant to be today. It was Friday the 13th. Well, I'm not superstitious, but I thought it was an interesting coincidence. Okay, he just heard the news. There were blackouts, energy blackouts in Seattle, which is where he was. So here we were. We spent probably an hour discussing this whole thing and trying to fix things. And I probably was sending him an email when there was a blackout, when there was no electricity to send out, although for some reason I received his, so there was some electricity to send to me. Anyway, that was a real bust, and I was very disappointed because I thought this was going to be a very fun introduction to friends and past lives with friends. But that wasn't going to happen that day. But it occurred to me, okay, so I had heard this prediction about the 3 days of blackouts, and I'm thinking, and the one that I listened to, the really long one, said basically it was going to be 3 days. Everyone in the world will be in a blackout, and you have to stay inside, and whatever. I thought, I wonder if you just never know, because the zeitgeist might be paying attention. We may be having blackouts, but not full blackouts across the world. Because we are having blackouts, electrical blackouts, interference with our technology, which is very disconcerting. And the idea that this is going to continue is even more disconcerting because, like, we can't rely on it anymore. Thank God I have friends. And also, maybe my friends have barbecues that I can cook some food on. Anyway, so that's my thought on blackouts at the moment. I do have a video about friends and soulmates and past life memories regarding friends, because so many, and actually I would say all of the more close friends that I have had lifetimes with. It's just a matter of me asking what they were, and I receive information. So stay tuned for at least one, and hopefully my friend will not be in a blackout in a day or two, and he will be off work, and we can put this together because it was a pretty exciting adventure he went on. Okay, Leslie Corte here, coming from the universe. No blackouts today. Hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.